around the Golden State Warriors are hyping up Moody like crazy. Cavs got D-Mitch. Oh my God. What the fuck? Dude, the slightly biased streams have a magical power. Slightly biased streams have a magical fucking power. We were just talking about the Cavs being interested in Donovan Mitchell too. Has every big move of this offseason happened during a slightly biased live stream? That's the question I need to know. I need to know the answer to that fucking question. Donovan Mitchell been traded to the Cavs. Who's in that trade? Who's in that trade? Did I say on stream that if didn't I say on the last stream that Donovan Mitchell got traded to the Cavs, the Mavs could be a backdoor third team trade for Colin Sexton? Wow, that actually might be the best landing spot for Donovan Mitchell. Holy shit. Wow, we got to see who's involved. They got Sexton. Cleveland will send 3 unprotected first round picks and 2 pick swaps. Who's in it player wise? Surely not, obviously not Mobley. Who's involved player wise? 3 unprotected firsts and 2 pick swaps. That's not that bad. This is exactly why you turn it into the fucking slightly biased live streams. Three unprotected first round picks, 2 pick swaps. That's not terrible. We need to see the players involved. I mean, to make it work financially, would Kevin Love have to be involved? Can they still sign Mobley eventually because of the Ricky Max rule? Yeah, you just can't trade for 2 guys on Ricky Maxes. So you can have 2 guys with Ricky Max contracts on your team, but you just can't trade for 2. So that's why with the Nets, it was like if they wanted to go and get Donovan Mitchell, because there were those reports early on in the KD trade saga that was like, oh, well, the Nets could be an interesting, like a 3-team trade where the Nets get Donovan Mitchell. They would have had to have traded Ben Simmons because they traded for Ben Simmons, who was on the Ricky Max. Cavs offseason deserves a review. Well, I already gave them slightly boring, but in a good way. But that obviously, I literally just reviewed them 3 minutes ago. Couple things on Donovan Mitchell. The Hawks, Heat, and Kings are not interested. Contrary to reports, Knicks still have the best package to offer, but other teams interested in Cleveland, Washington, Charlotte, LA Lakers. Okay, I don't know what the fuck. I need to see more. Who's involved player-wise? That's going to tell us everything. They got Sexton. It's okay, guys. The Mavs are never getting Colin Sexton. I need you guys to get that out of your head immediately. All right, Woj is taking too long. I need unverifiable reports. Okay, I know Woj like just takes his time to get things right. I need insight and information from people who get things wrong. I need content. Cleveland will send Lauri Markkanen, Colin Sexton, and Abaji, who they just drafted. That's all. So they give up 3 unprotected first-round picks. Lauri, Colin Sexton, Abaji, who they just drafted in the first round. That's very similar to the Timberwolves trade, where they got Walker Kessler, who the Timberwolves just drafted. That's really not that crazy of a package, player-wise. I mean, they got a lot better. Mavs need to be on the phones. Yeah, does Colin Sexton get rerouted now? That's the question. Right now, that's the question. The Cavs, a Cavs-Mavs trade for Colin Sexton didn't make much sense. It could work out for the Cavs and Jazz. The Jazz have no fucking need for Colin Sexton. And now you get on the phones. Boyan's gone. Mike Conley's gone. You got to call. Michael Beasley, gone. I'm not saying the Mavs need to call about these guys. I'm saying teams around the league. You call about Michael Beasley. If you're the Lakers, I know you just dealt with the Jazz for Patrick Beverley, but if you're the Lakers now, you're like, yo, what's up with Malik Beasley? Can we maybe get something going there? You thought Jetty would be on the trade? Laurie, Colin Sexton, and Abaji. That's all they needed for the contracts to work there? Really? Marketing's making that much? Or is it gonna be a sign and trade with Sexton? That does not seem like a lot. Did Gobert low-key go for more than that? Okay, let's see what the Gobert trade was. Because that absolutely does not seem like a lot. The Timberwolves gave up Malik Beasley, right? Whatever. Older player. I mean, he played a role for the Timberwolves, but, you know, not like a young, promising player. Pat Bev, same thing. Balmero, who they took first last year. Walker Kessler, who they just took first. Jared Vanderbilt, definitely a young, intriguing player. 1, 2, 3 firsts, 1 swap, and then a protected. Wow. I'm not going to lie to you, man. I thought Donovan Mitchell was going to be going for more. That's a great fucking trade. Wow, that's a great fit for Donovan Mitchell. Holy shit. Full trade. Utah is trading Donovan Mitchell to Cleveland for Lauri Markkanen, Abaji, Colin Sexton, 3 unprotected first-round picks, and 2 pick swaps. Am I saying Abaji right? I know I'm not. I'm sorry. I literally was just talking about how I couldn't pronounce his name either. That doesn't seem like a lot. So now you have Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland as your backcourt. Offensively, that's incredible. You have Darius Garland can handle the playmaking duties. You don't have to fucking delude yourself and trick yourself into thinking anything about Donovan Mitchell's playmaking abilities anymore. He's a fine playmaker, but you can just let Darius Garland, who's one of the best playmakers in the league, handle that side of things. Defensively, Jared Allen and Mobley. You have those two to clean up after Donovan Mitchell. Wow. And now you have a young core, because Donovan Mitchell is still relatively young. Now you have a young core of Garland, Mobley, Jared Allen, Donovan Mitchell. Throw a Okoro into the mix too. Why not? That's great. Holy shit. What a great trade for them. I love that. Sexton just signed an extension too. It was a sign and trade then. I was about to say, how does that work financially? Colin Sexton is signing a 4-year, $72 million contract via sign and trade to the Utah Jazz. That's not bad. Yeah, that's not a bad contract at all. I don't hate that. Now, if you're Utah, you just kind of hold on to that. If you're Utah, you just kind of hold on to that contract, see how it plays out. You're not going to be good this year anyway. If Colin Sexton comes out, Colin Sexton can be your tank commander, whatever. And maybe you trade him down the line. Will the Mavs swoop in somewhere? Maybe. You should rank NBA cities worst to first. I haven't been to most. Anyone on the Jazz you'd like if you could get them for nothing? I'm calling about Boyan. I'm definitely making a call about Boyan for sure. Mike Conley, I'm just not that interested in. I guess for a third ball handler, if you really wanted to. This is a blessing in disguise for the Knicks. I don't know if I would say that, considering this is the price. Like, if we were talking like 6 unprotected first-round picks or 5 unprotected first-round picks or whatever, then it's like, yeah, that's a lot. And RJ and McBride and Grimes, like, yeah, that's a little rich for my blood. Let's see what the Knicks fans are saying. Sexton was an overpay? I don't know. I think that's fine. Let's see what Knicks fans think about this whole ordeal. Let's go. Wait. As a guy who was afraid of getting fleeced in any Donovan Mitchell trade, this is kind of a sigh of relief, but whatever the Cavs gave up, it must have been quite the haul to beat the Knicks' best offer. Added 3 unprotected first-round picks and 2 swaps. A haul, but not the haul I was expecting. Yeah, man, that's not... I think a lot of Knicks fans were just kind of done with the whole saga. So I don't think you'll get like a complete and total meltdown the way you got from like the Suns after the Durant saga ended. In Leon we trust. Surprised the Heat didn't come in with 3 picks and Hero. Yeah, that would have been interesting. I love this move for the Cavs. I really do. NBA deals are always guaranteed, I thought. No, NBA deals aren't. Like, Bertans' contract's not guaranteed. The last year, at least. It's nothing like the NFL, where it's like... NFL contracts are so funny because they'll be like, NFL player John Adams signs for $200 million. And you're like, oh, shit, that's so much money. And then the next year, like, John Adams released. The Cincinnati Bengals only paid him $2 million out of his $200 million contract. Let's see what Cavs fans are thinking. Damn, man, I'm so jealous. I want to feel this. You know, I want to feel this. I remember exactly where I was when the KP trade happened. Like, I remember exactly where I was. I remember everything going on. I want to, like, look at my phone when they're like, holy shit, the Mavericks just traded for Shea? Like, I want that so bad. This is the one. Who did we lose? Please tell me Mobley and Garland are safe. Oh, there's no fucking way. I never, before in the, like, 2 or 3 minutes we were waiting for players, Mobley was never even crossed my mind. There's no way they would have done that. I'm not totally sold on the fit next to Darius Garland. I think that fits fine. I really do. I thought offensively the fit with Brunson was fine too. Defensively it scared me also because like the Knicks defense surrounding them never really did much for me. Like Mitchell Robinson's a good rim protector and everything, but he has foul trouble and he's not Rudy Gobert. But you get Jared Allen and Mobley. I'm so annoyed that I didn't get the notification that you were live. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube's been fucking weird lately. I wonder if it has anything to do with me getting a copyright strike. Some people think that when you get a copyright strike, like YouTube tanks your channel. I don't know though. Like my videos haven't been doing that bad, but I have heard from friends that like notifications don't go out. Woj owns Shams. Getting Mitchell without Darius Garland, Mobley, or Allen. Let's go. That's just a great get for them. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. I really, really do. Fantastic move by the Cavs. Let's see what the Jazz are saying. My God. Is the Jazz... is there any life at all in the Jazz subreddit? Like, this is the one, a fucking screenshot of the Woj tweet? My God. Things are dire over there, huh? Source here. What the actual... Oh, Lord. Damn, I'm really going to miss Mitchell. Thanks for all the great memories. He single-handedly sparked my fandom. We have all the leverage. New York fans one day ago. All I got to say is fuck the Knicks. Okay. Thank God it's over. Danny, what did we get? Knicks fans in shambles. Laugh my fucking ass off. Here, let's see what they think about the players going in the trade. The Gobert trade skewed the perception of a lot of people, but this is a huge haul for one guy. 3 unprotected picks, 2 swaps, and their 2022 first rounder. So basically 4 first round picks. True. In addition to Sexton and Markkanen, who are both solid players with upside. That is kind of a lot, actually. Like, that's not a bad get. That's not a bad get because you'd have to think they could flip Markkanen for sure. They could flip Markkanen. They could flip Sexton. They're probably going to move Boyan. They're probably going to move Mike Conley. Holy fuck. They're going to be so bad. They're going to be terrible. And they're going to give they're just going to be like, here you go, Colin Sexton. Like, here you go, man. Here's the ball. They want to get Victor? Yeah, exactly. They're going to bottom out, which they should. I love it. I'm glad Mitchell didn't go to the Lakers. What the fuck would the Lakers have given up? Who's going to tank more, Spurs or Jazz? Oh, the Jazz now. Spurs, at least you have some young players already on the roster, like Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell, Josh Primo. Like, these guys are going to like make leaps forward and stuff like that. The Jazz are going to be horrific. Sexton's going to be the tank master. They're gonna suck and be wearing those awful uniforms. Yeah, they literally based that fucking. Whenever they dropped those uniforms, you should have known what was coming. We all should have known what was around the corner, right? They dropped these uniforms. It's a signal. They're gonna say, "Hey guys, we want to do a big rebrand where we have cool jerseys, but we're gonna suck so much ass over the next 4 or 5 years that we're just gonna wait a little bit, and we're gonna push back the cool jerseys. We're gonna give you guys these fucking practice jerseys that are gonna resemble the rec squad team we're gonna have out on the floor every single night." When was the last time we had a team? I was thinking about this a couple days ago because the Jazz are full-fledged tanking now. Jazz and the Spurs are just kind of, they're going to be unabashedly tanking. When was the last time we've seen that? When was the last time a team has just been like, guys, we're going to be ass? Like, at least with the Thunder, they've had Shea and some interesting young players. I guess the Magic, after they traded Vucevic, they're like, guys, we're going to be horrific. Mavs going to be rocking the retro unis nightly. NBA are going to bail out the Jazz by giving them Wemby, just like they did with the Pels by giving them Zion after AD left. Philly. It just feels like it kind of feels like it doesn't happen that much anymore where teams are like, we're going to be like the worst product of all time. We want to lose every game. It's crazy how Sexton went from the face of the franchise to getting traded in like 2-3 years. That's how it goes, man. I don't know if I would ever say Sexton was the face of the franchise, but that's just how it goes, man. So, yeah, 3 unprotected first-round picks, 2 protected, and then Abaji, who they just drafted. Absolutely fucking insane. And it's okay for the Knicks because they still got a lot of picks. They still got a lot of young talent. They just got to play the waiting game pretty much. You're not going to be that great this year, but. So, well, let's go back to my. It's insane how this shit always happens. Like, it actually is crazy. There's definitely something going on. Why do crazy trades always happen when you stream? I don't know. We literally just graded the Cavs offseason too. Slightly all right. Let's go ahead and change that. Slightly amazing. I really think this Cavs team is better than the Warriors. All right. It definitely changes the layout of the East. The Cavs, you'd have to think, go from being a slightly biased as an NBA GM and has insider information. Hey, man. But you'd have to think that they, like, lock in a playoff spot now, right? In need of a Mavs trade? Let me tell you what's going to happen. Hold on. Mark! Hey, let's go. Okay. All right. Yeah. No. No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, safe to say I won't be calling Mark Cuban again. He didn't like some of my recent tweets, to say the least. You need to say who the Mavericks shouldn't get so we can get them just like Christian Wood. The Mavericks should not trade for Bojan Bogdanovic. No, I don't think the Mavericks going to do anything either. Bojan would be so fucking perfect. Both teams did a great job. I do agree. Like, on paper, I think both teams did well. On paper, I think both teams knocked it out of the park here. Cleveland is sending its 3 unprotected picks to Utah in 2025, 2027, 2029. Pick swaps in 2026 and 2028. Oh my God. Dude, before too long, they're going to be trading 20, 30 fucking draft picks. Before too long, teams going to be trading 20, 30 draft picks. I'll be 30 fucking 5 years old. $2025 unprotected. Oh, okay. These are not bad picks here. These are really not bad picks. 2025, 2027, 2029. That's far enough in the future. Anything can happen in the NBA. These picks could be good. Well, did he delete this tweet? He did. Did he get his information wrong? $2025, 2027, 2029. Okay. Pick swaps 2026, 2028. Utah in just 1 year of rebuild already competing with OKC with draft picks. Yep. It's crazy how that shit works, man. You decide it's over. You decide that the jig is up. The dream is dead. You pull the plug that fast in the NBA. It's just crazy. That's what I'm saying. I feel so uneasy about trading a first round draft pick right now if I'm the Mavericks because it complicates things for you. You trade a first round draft pick. The only pick you could trade right now is 2025. So then, after that, the only pick you could trade in the future is 2027. So it's like, if you just kind of let this season play out, then you get to a next offseason, Knicks get your pick, whatever. Boom, now you can go 2024 first. You can do a swap in 2025, 2026 first, do a swap in 2027 first, 2028. Boom. Like, we can bring in some talent here. You're not any closer to contending, picking up Bojan or Conley. Conley, I might agree. Like, he was terrible against the Mavericks. Bojan, I'm not so sure. I think Bojan would definitely help the Mavs out. Mavs always lose to a Julius Randle team. Yeah, Julius Randle hates the fucking Mavericks. Or loves the Mavericks. One of the two. But either way. Why did Woj report this in reply to this? Bojan kind of cooked us in the playoffs. No, Bojan would be nice. Like, Bojan would be a nice kid. Let's see what my timeline is saying. I got to be fucking careful here. The Jazz should be wide open for business now. The entire Mavs brain trust is in Europe. That's okay. I don't... That's all right. I don't know if Nick is saying that's a bad thing or if it's like the entire brain trust is together in one place. Why is my Twitter doing this? This is I love NBA University. One of my favorite follows. This is an amazing trade for Cleveland. Few teams have the elite defensive infrastructure of Allen and Mobley to withstand a backcourt of Darius Garland and Mitchell, but the Cavs do. Mitchell fits the timeline perfectly. Explosive offense, intimidating rim defense. Dude, it's a great get. Like, it really is. I think them and Miami were the teams where it's like, that makes sense. Like, you can bring in Donovan Mitchell, and it makes sense. Knicks, it kind of made some sense. More so for the Knicks, I thought the appeal was, now we have, like, a really solid team, so if another guy wants to come in, boom, we're good. But if it's like, Twitter's having a stroke on you as well, did fucking the Donovan Mitchell trade break Twitter? The Heat, same thing. You got great defensive infrastructure. You can bring in Donovan Mitchell, make it work. Hornets, I hated it. Never wanted to see it happen. Whew. Updated Cavs depth chart. Garland, Rubio, Neto, Mitchell, LeVert, Nimhard, Okoro, Stevens, Windler. That's good wing depth, too. Mobley, Wade, Osman, Mobley. Isaiah Mobley. Allen, Love, and Rolo. Who else can we get? Are we going next year with this roster? If I had to guess, I'd say yes. And I mean, the Jazz don't really have to trade those guys now. Like, it's not like Bojan or Mike Conley or Jordan Clarkson are going to be so good that they're going to ruin your tank. Like, that's not going to happen. The Jazz can just hold on. Like, maybe they shop them now, but maybe they just wait until the trade deadline. Until teams get desperate. Mavs broke the Jazz. Yes, they did. Not gonna lie, I think the Mavs are over 11 against the Knicks as of late. No, they won. They won last year after the KP trade, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they beat the shit out of them, didn't they? I don't know. Slightly, Mavs should trade for KP, DeLon Wright, DeAndre Jordan, and Wesley Matthews. Now that's a finals team. Wesley Matthews, DeLon Wright? Sure. I would do it. Wait, I voted on this, I think. Since Utah falling apart, give the Jazz name back to New Orleans too while you're at it. True. Cleveland GM Kobe Altman circled back to Utah GM Justin Zinnick on Tuesday, and the two teams reassembled a deal that they had been discussing in previous weeks. Sources tell ESPN New York declined to do a trade on Monday night, opening the door for Cleveland to secure a deal. Wow, just like that. Talking heads yesterday, even if the Knicks get Donovan Mitchell, it'll still be an 8 seed, so New York would be stupid if they traded a lot for him. Talking heads today, LOL Knicks, those bums screwed up again. They weren't willing to trade picks or players for Mitchell. I actually agree with this take. I agree 1,000%. He's right. Play bias, who's the next propaganda video? Davis Bertans, hopefully tomorrow. Like, I'm really hoping I get that one up tomorrow. The NBA season is probably going to be the most interesting one in a while. It'll be pretty interesting. I don't care, LOL Knicks. No, it's still fun. It's still LOL Knicks. They stole Brunson from us. They stole Hartenstein from me. Like, it'll be LOL Knicks. But I do agree with him here. Like, it's not the end of the world for them. The sniper is setting his sights. That's right. The best Dallas sniper since 1968. Jalen Bronson was promised Spida. Now he's stuck with an upset Cam Reddish. Okay, we can't do this as Mavs fans. We can't do this, guys. We were all laughing at Jalen Brunson after it seemed like Donovan Mitchell was going to the Knicks. We can't just switch up now. Dude, my nose is so fucking itchy. The issue is that Mitchell to the Knicks was to be centerpiece of attracting someone else in the future. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. Like, the Cavs become damn near a borderline contender. The Knicks were not going to become a borderline contender, but they became a much more interesting destination. Whereas the Cavs, it's like, you're not going to be a destination no matter what. So the Knicks still have like 9 picks over the next 7 years or something like that. Do you know who can put a package of picks together like this starting next offseason? That's exactly what I'm saying. No need to trade a first-round pick now for some dumb shit. No need to trade a first-round pick now for fucking Mike Conley or Jordan Clarkson. I can't wait when Luka tells Brunson you're too small. I don't think he's going to do that. He probably would have went anywhere except Dallas. Brunson didn't like Luka. I don't agree. He grew up in New York. He grew up a Knicks fan. His dad played there. His dad's on the coaching staff. His fucking godfather runs the team. His godfather's son is his agent. Like, it was just always going to happen. You look at it now, the stars just align perfectly for Brunson going to the Knicks. I don't think it has anything to this video is hilarious. What the hell is this? What in the hell is this? Fellas, you're at a bar late at night with your girlfriend, and this man right here looks across the bar at your girlfriend like this. What are you doing? Huh? Rest in peace to Utah Az. I need some more updates. What's going on in Utah? Knicks are finally got 300 million plus locked up at Brunson, Randall, and RJ. I don't like the RJ. I don't like the RJ contract. I still don't. Both Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert made the All-Star team this past season, and both are out of Utah this offseason. Since 1980, this had only happened to one other pair of teammates, Russell Westbrook and Paul George, who were traded from OKC in 2019. Damn, man. This was always going to be it for them. Like, they weren't going to go far this postseason. Didn't matter who they play in the playoffs, they were going to lose. But the Mavericks really did break them. Damn, man. Luka Doncic is a fucking killer, literally. Literally, he just ended a whole franchise. This was a perennial top 5 seed in the West, right? I mean, they were dark horse contenders some years. Like, they were constantly a popular dark horse contender. Luka Doncic and Jalen Brunson, rest in peace, walked into fucking the city of Utah and said, your franchise is dissolved. Go home. Not only did we just destroy your roster, but now you guys have dog shit uniforms. Leave. All right, your best player next year is Colin Sexton. Your best players next year are Colin Sexton and Michael Beasley. Good night. Damn. And then the next series, they told Chris Paul to fucking take his old ass to the retirement home and get out. Ringless. You'll never win a ring. It's over for you. It's a young man's league now, Chris Paul. Insane stuff, really, when you think about it that way. Eagles claim former 49ers running back Trey Sermon. Oh! The Eagles got Trey Sermon? Oh my God. Can you guys don't ever send me some shit like that again.